for a long time, and my husband and I are involved in 3 different businesses locally here. We're co-owners of the Boutique General Store. My husband, Peter McNeil, some of you might know, he's been in.
Oh, gee.
I don't know if that's a good
That's not good. Up to now you're doing good, but
That's that Peter McNeil. And then we also help manage Greek's needs. But what I wanted to talk to you today was ketones and ketosis, and how it relates to business in particular. So I guess it was, I think in 2011, there was a study done by Huffington Post that businesses lose approximately $10,000 a year due to lack of focus and lack of productivity. So some of the challenges in workplaces obviously today, poor communication amongst coworkers, trouble staying motivated, negativity. I know when I've had larger teams of employees under me, HR issues were sort of something that any business owner or manager can relate to. Managing stress, and then also sick time and related to that. I think in Canada they estimate around 16.6 billion is costs related to absenteeism and sick time. So how that relates to our business is we're in the business of ketones and ketosis. I don't know if many of you have heard of that. It's kind of been talked about a little bit more lately. So ketones are a fuel for our body, so we can burn glucose, sugars, or we can burn ketones. Babies are born in ketosis, so it's actually the native state for our body. It's what our body likes. Our brain fuels on ketones better. In fact, when you were just speaking about Alzheimer's, that's now being called diabetes of the brain. So the brain can't uptake glucose properly, but the brain can uptake ketones. So our product is a very simple product that we're having incredible success with. It was created originally for the Navy SEALs. They were having symptoms that mimicked epileptic seizures due to the rebreathers on some missions. And so there's a lot of research around the better use of oxygen with ketones. So you get about 28% more use of oxygen in your body. So this product was originally developed at the University of South Florida by a gentleman named Dr. Dominic D'Agostino, and as I said, for the Navy SEALs. Then the company we're with, Prove It, ended up taking it to the masses. It's only been out a couple of years. Peter and I helped bring it to Canada. It's super simple. It's a powder. You mix it with water. You shake it up, probably maybe around how much water I have in my jug there. Thank you. You just shake it up, you drink it, you consume it within, you want to drink it within 30 minutes. And when you drink that, your body goes into ketosis independent of diet. So before this product, you would have had to starve your body of carbohydrates for your body to make ketones. So as I mentioned, babies are born in ketosis, breast milk has ketones in it, but once we start eating, carbs, crackers, cereal, whatever it is, we start fueling on glucose, unless you really deplete your carbohydrate intake, and then your body will start to make ketones. So this is sort of, I like to say you can walk to Vancouver, or you can fly to Vancouver. This is like the flight versus starving yourself of carbohydrates. The main benefits and the impact both on the workplace but just in life in general, the main benefits to it are better mood is a huge one, and when you're in a better mood, life is better, whether it's your marriage or your workplace or anything else. Better energy, better focus. A lot of people say the brain fog is lifted, so you're more productive. Fat loss is sort of a positive side effect from it. If you don't have fat to lose, you're not going to waste away. It's actually muscle sparing and helps preserve your muscle. Better digestion, clearer skin, and better sleep would be kind of the top benefits. Overall, you just feel like you're functioning as your best version of yourself. So our main sort of star of the show is this product. It's called Keto Max or Keto Nat, and that's, like I said, it's just pure therapeutic ketones that you shake up in water and drink them. They're absolutely identical to a ketone your body can make. So your body doesn't know if you starved yourself of carbs or if you just drank this. And then we have a couple other products. We have a tea that has ketones in it for helping with better sleep, or for people with high anxiety, sort of stressful times. And then we have stress.
No, is it snoring?
Oh, yeah. A lot of people report that they stop snoring. So, and then we have this product was developed by Dr. Mary Newport, whose husband had early onset Alzheimer's, and it's the best kind of combination of MCT oil and pure coconut oil, and so it's really amazing for brain health or just overall focus, or if people do have, risks of those sorts of things. We're not making any medical claims, of course, but it's just a great preventative, or for people who are struggling. So those are our main products. Like I said, it can really impact just overall life, but also in a workplace environment. We do have some employers who are starting to do kind of a subsidy for their employees so that they can kind of through payroll deductions use the product and then match a portion of the cost. And when people are happier, everything's better. Any questions on that? I can pass around my card, just.
So, the ketogenic diet,
Mhm.
right, you start, like you said, you starve yourself of the carbs and stuff. So you're saying if you take that, because I did the ketogenic diet, it's crazy.
It's very challenging to
Well, the
manage.
hardest part is the snacks.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it works amazingly for weight loss.
Yeah.
But my question is, you starve yourself, so it takes 3 to 4 days. Sometimes you go through the ketogenic flu or whatever like that.
Some people even 2 weeks.
You don't automatically go into that when you take that, you're just eating what your body produces?
Oh, sorry, Rob.
Or are you saying you skip that part and you're right into?
Yeah, you skip that because it elevates your level of ketones.
Yeah.
So when people do the ketogenic diet, some people will use like a blood meter or urine strip. Some people just go by how they feel to know they're in ketosis.
You can tell, yeah.
But, so if I were to go through it through diet
Yeah.
and took a blood reading to check if I was in ketosis, it would show me that I was in ketosis. If I drink this within 15 minutes and do my blood reading, it will show me in ketosis.
So how often do you have to take them then?
This will stay at kind of like a peaker, that's not a very good English, peaker level, at a higher level in your body for about 4 to 6 hours. And then, so it depends on your diet. So what most people do is they drink it mid-morning and then get 4 to 6 hours of nice, clean energy. And then if you're eating a lower carb lifestyle, you'll probably stay in ketosis, through even into the night, because most people are in a mild state of ketosis through sleep, because you're not eating at that point. So it depends on if your goal is to be in ketosis 24 hours, you want to take 2, maybe even the tea at night. If your goal is just to optimize your health and kind of operate at a better level, and you don't care that you're 24 hours in ketosis, then most people drink it, once to twice a day.
All right, I'm gonna ask the horrible question, how much are they?
They're anywhere between free and $8 a serving. So if someone was just buying it like one time, then it's gonna be about $8. If they're buying it regularly, it's around $6 Canadian once it converts. And if they refer 2 friends who are also buying it, then it's free. So it kind of depends on how engaged you are in the knowledge. What a lot of people find is once they start drinking it, then their spouse or their partner or their sister or their mother or somebody else says, well, you're feeling good and you're looking good, I want some of what you're drinking.
It's not a meal replacement though, is it?
No, it does help suppress your appetite, so it's not, you're still meant to eat just good, healthy foods. But, and even if someone wasn't changing their diet, honestly, this is just even a step in the right direction for them. But it does help suppress your appetite, so I've never been a big breakfast eater, so I just kind of wake up, I drink this, and then I have lunch when I'm hungry.
So if you're forcing yourself into ketosis, or what does your body do with the excess carbohydrates and glucose that are in your system if you're continuing a normal diet?
So they're still there, they don't magically disappear. That would be great, maybe that's coming. But when you drink ketones first, and then you have those carbs, it helps metabolize the sugars better in your body, so it's going to make it at least a better situation than if you ate them.
Okay, so it's not just forcing your body to basically store everything that...
No, not at all. And ketones are a bit of a diuretic, so your body just uses what it needs and you excrete the rest. So you can't have too many. You had a question.
So you're suggesting you can take this and stay on the traditional Canadian diet of high carb, low fat, low salt?
Yeah, it's independent of diet. So my personal view is a lower carb lifestyle is not healthier, but if someone is gonna just stick with that diet, then I would say at least add this in once a day, and you'll at least be doing something great for your body.
And you don't experience that, like I said, the ketogenic flu, any of the adverse symptoms that you usually do those first couple of weeks trying to...
No,
Wow.
you just feel great.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
Yeah,
The
I
hardest
tried
part,
it.
Yeah.
it's awesome if you can get on it. The hardest part is when you got a family and the kids aren't doing it, it's the second meal, like making 2 meals,
Yeah.
that thing
Yeah.
will hold up the door.
And what a lot of people find too is sometimes if you are trying to go, I usually tell people at first, don't change anything about your diet, just like start drinking it. And then maybe 10 days in, 2 weeks in, you'll probably notice you're not craving carbohydrates anymore. So then if you wanna make a little bit of a shift, great. But if you do it all at once, your body was going like, what did you do to me? Like, we were eating all these carbs today and now we have none, which is why you get that kind of flu-like symptom.
Yeah, the flu-like one fast, it's just a bloody snap.
But it really does take away those cravings, because the cravings are real when people, want that pizza or bread or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So that's why I usually say just start with drinking it, and then just kind of notice how you're feeling, and then lower the carbs. If you're looking, especially if you're looking for fat loss, the lower carb is gonna accelerate that.
So the best question is, where do we get it? So you can
So
contact you
yeah,
on the
we have a
there?
website, and then also we provide locally if people wanna try like a 5 or 10 day sample pack,
Okay.
just to, sometimes, it comes in boxes of 20, but a lot of people say, well, I'm picky about flavors, can I try a mixture to see what I like? Cause it comes in everything from raspberry lemonade to lime to, something that tastes kinda like a Sunny Delight drink, so there's a wide variety of flavors, so, when you order on the website, you need to pick one, basically. Some couples will pick, 2 different flavors so they can mix and match a little bit, but often people wanna try 10 days just to figure out what they like. So, yeah,
Excellent.
any other questions? No? Great, well, thank you very much for your time, I appreciate it, and excited to attend some events as things progress, so.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.